Hello and welcome to episode number 14 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at the HanniballNOR's channel. And yeah, you probably thought, oh gosh, there's not gonna be an episode 14, but there is. I have fixed it. I have fixed our entire economy, and our entire economy is slowing down because of this. Basically, these wagons here, they're gonna have to wait to go in here or in here, and they're gonna have to wait until both this line is clear and that line is clear. So basically that means we are, say this one is quick, so he will cause traffic here, and we will also cause traffic here. So what we'll do is that and that. That means that these will come in here, and they can come in here, and they don't have to wait for both to be clear at the same time before they go in here. So that should kind of bring up the traffic flow a little bit. Another thing I think we'll do is something similar here. Yeah, I know we're going a lot back and forward on these. But I think it is better to get it correctly, and of course we did that on all of these, right? Like so. So, and like so, and like so. Alright, so what else can we do? We can, because we do have quite a lot of clothing, so we're gonna just keep throwing things out there. And do we have enough for another one? Which I think we'll throw on the fabric. And then we'll just wait and see if the economy gets better. So let's see if I can find an example here. Like right now, if we had it like we had it before, this guy here couldn't drive in here until those two have passed and those two have passed. But usually there is always things here, so they would always be waiting for a perfect opportunity here. So having this little thing here as like a waiting thing, yeah, so he wouldn't have been able to drive in here because of these. He wouldn't have been able to drive, yeah. Does that make sense? So traffic is going to flow a little bit better, which means we're going to be getting a little bit more money. I've had kind of a little bit of, I've tried this a couple of times, trying to get it to work. Usually we are getting money, but sometimes, I don't know what it is, if it's just we're unlucky. Also, why are you guys going the wrong way? Strange. Is it because we don't have fuel here? No, we do have fuel here. It could be that we are actually... Oh, I think I know what we are doing. Yeah, we are building or reconstructing a couple of things. They seem to be over soon. And yeah, with a very minimal effort, I kind of just let the game play out. After I found this, I kind of went and, you know, did a bunch of house chores. And I came back, and we had like 80 some odd happiness. We had over 1,000 people basically filled up all the houses. Speaking of houses, these don't need to be smart skis anymore. They can just be regular skis. Yeah, usually I had like a a thing back in the days when I first kind of started to dabble with the harder difficulty of the game. I mean, it was before the water and sewage. I think it was before winter. We kind of divided people up. We always struggled to educate people. Speaking of educating people, are we... Yeah, we're kind of seeing a slight uptick. Oh, hello, Katsky. I thought you were asleep. But obviously he's not. Obviously he's not. Yeah, let's see how many people we have, or how many free apartments we have here, because I think now, well, while we're here, let's do the entire map, show wear and tear. We'll set that up to, sorry, 30%. And yeah, this is something we also would like to fix. This little road here, so we don't see that anymore. Alright, finally snow is gone. And I also do think we're gonna do another thing here. We're gonna be... We're gonna make a demolition office here and actually get rid of that one. We're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna be... Well, we're gonna be doing something with regards to the alcohol kiosk. I am very tempted to move it. Oh, we could do something else here. Maybe we could just make a road that goes around here. So I kind of would like to have this road moved, and maybe also this one, just so we don't have like this right into a junction, which is it's not great. But yeah, let's get a demolition center here. Demolition. There is the free ones, right? So, and we're probably gonna have to borrow. I think we'll get like three waste wagons and one bus. That's all we're gonna need to start moving things away. A bus. We should have a bus up here. Can I borrow you for a microsecond? Be sure we don't have any other buses sitting around here. So, we're gonna be picking up workers here, and then we're gonna pick up the rest here. Workers here. There. Right, and then we'll start with that one. We're gonna be that. We're not gonna be using explosives, only with workers. And yeah, I do wonder if we should make a couple of wastes. Yeah, let's make 3 waste wagons. Less water. Like that. Yeah, this is messing up traffic. We definitely should fix that. Does that mean they're building something? Ah, the clothing factory. Can we get that up to priority? Okay, so I don't think we have enough money for it. But it's so annoying that I think we're just gonna risk it for a biscuit. So it's good. Look at that. We already have 6,000 rubles. Yeah, so definitely things are going in the right direction. We are slowly... Gosh, just 6 trips. How much do you get? 1.3 tons per... It's actually not too bad. It's actually not too bad. Right, we're already... Actually, it might not be that expensive because we... And then you're going to be finishing it. I feel like I see people here. It's only 3. Rolling out the bumps in the road. Yeah, definitely need more people. Should probably do it. Okay, and then we'll make sure that this goes that way. Yeah, like that. So now we shouldn't see them kind of going in here. So I also think that, yeah, we also wanted to do something here. That means we're going to be removing this. Sorry, the people of the court, but we need this. We need this area. Because we're going to have this road here go away. Yeah. So if I do like that. Can we perhaps bring it in a little bit? In here. So then we could still have a footpath there. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's just for, you know, decorative purposes. I'm also going to need a snapping point here. Then you are going to go... Is that not going to work? Kind of feel like this should work. Right, then it needs to be from half to half, right? So from here to here. like so, and then I'm gonna remove this road here. It's gonna upset our alcohol. So we'll do something like that. Means the alcohol thing has to travel all the way up here, but I believe it should be fine. What? Traffic jam? What? They're sending all of them out? Yep, they are. There's a problem with... yeah, maybe we should... look at the money. 7,000 already. Maybe we should move our construction office maybe up here. Well, they're still gonna have to go through here. Maybe we'll move it out here, where we have these. Are we also getting rid of stuff here? Yes, we are. Just gonna have to be patient. Can you also notify me when this is done? Yeah, we're definitely profitable now. Yeah, it's not good when we send like every freaking vehicle we have into the roundabout. That doesn't do us any favors with regard to traffic, but it's what it is. What are we actually doing? Oh, we are reconstructing basically everything. Speaking of, how are we doing here? 9 degrees. Sorry, now 9% in wear and tear. That should be... that should be a while before we have to build the other thing here. I would like to see how many free apartments we have. And all of them we have set up, right? Yep. All of them. We have 15, 25, 32... could theoretically build another one here. We also reduced quite a lot of workers here. Let's get some more in here. And what else did we reduce? The kindergarten. And these... oh, and also the water treatment center. Bring those back up. Oh, well, there we go. I clicked the wrong thing. How are we doing with the waste thing? We have one. Let's do that. What we're doing here. I wonder if we should just do that. Just go if you can. Same here. Just go if you can. Biggest first, right? But yeah, it doesn't look like money is an issue at the moment. So weird to say. Look at that. Look at that. Not enough fabrics. Well, they're coming. We're just gonna have to, you know, get all of this. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna have to get all of that traffic out of here. So that's basically all the vehicles we have, plus a little bit more. Are you done? No, we're missing little waste. You also need to pay. You're done. But yeah, it's good that we can start building houses again. And an epidemic. Quite sure if I like that. But yeah, we did have an issue here with educated people, right? The fact that we are kinda making my... I kind of wonder if we should bump that up a little bit. Just to get our educational... Yeah, I think that was smart, because it's kind of stabilizing here. And we kind of wanted to go up. That was that one. Good. So let's start with that one. About 10,000. How many years did we spend trying to get to, what was it, 13,000 last episode? 2. And then just fixing this little thing here. That is kind of a little bit frustrating. So how many people are going out here? Not very many, but I feel like we don't need that many people at the moment. Yeah, but we're also going to have to think a little bit about what to do next. Like our next phase, because I believe that putting more traffic in here is... It's definitely not going to be enough. It's not going to be good enough to have... We could put a little bit, but I think the majority is going to go towards the loading factory. So I don't think we're going to be able to put another industry here. There might be one here we could use, but that means we can only get 2 in at a time. There are other things we can do. Again, moving all of this up here, maybe. Where is the next custom house? That is out here. Now, that is something we theoretically could have done. Because with horses, it's not going to be very hard to kind of expand far. It's just going to take a very long time. I mean, we don't need a lot of infrastructure, right? We just need to have... Let's see here. For a fire brigade, what do we need for that? Yeah, basically... They do need electricity? Yeah, electricity could be could be an issue. I thought they didn't need electricity. But yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Also, waste we're gonna need to think of. They're gonna be producing a tiny amount of waste. So we're still gonna have to set up some infrastructure to kind of get it out here. But I think I'm gonna be using so little infrastructure. So what do we need? We need water and sewage. So what we could have done, we could have made the new water things and yeah, water and sewage trucks. We could theoretically have made a system going back and forward with that. We're going to need to have water coming out somewhere, which I do believe we can just pull directly out from here. Sewage. I don't actually know if we can deliver sewage down here. %100% sure. Let's see here. Did we make any more waste trucks? Yes, we did. Covered holes. Go back to mass produce those. Thinking, are we going to be able to squeeze in a train industry here? Is it that one? That one? Let's keep a pin in that one. Yeah, look at that. 12,000. And could be that we need more. Let's do this one as well. And we're gonna have the trucks here go and deliver. How much do we carry? 1.1 ton. How many vehicles is it on the line here? 4, 8... Quite a few. We might have to put more of those on the line. Yeah, you see, we should definitely move this. Now, is there a way we could have... Is that something we could have done? Give me you again. What if we make a... No, not a concrete plant. You're going to require water. You're going to require gravel. And you're not that 15 tons of steel. How about an asphalt plant? That's 30 tons of steel. Then we also need to set up a bitumen and a a cement plant, and also water. So if we can get that up here, then we can move all of the construction offices we have here. That means that it will never go in here. That also means we're going to need to To get a tiny warehouse out here, we're gonna need to have a open storage and a gravel thing. So how much is that gonna cost us? What is it? 30 tons of steel? Let's just play a little bit with some ideas here. Steel. 30 tons. Did I not have a calculator around here? 30 tons of steel times 182. 83. That is 5,490. 5,500. That's just for the steel. But remember, we're also going to need some infrastructure around this. And then mechanical components. That could be expensive. And asphalt. So that's 1,000 there. Actually, you know what? I think actually this is doable. The only thing is pollution is quite bad. So 7 tons times 30. It's 200. So we need to have it at least 300 meters away from any residential area, which basically is going to be the prison. So if we have it out here, because they can walk 420 meters on regular graveled things here, right? Still gonna have to move. Still gonna have to get quite a lot of traffic in here to get the gravel and the resources that we need. There's also an issue. Gravel. Cheapest one is... It's definitely not that one. 15 tons. That is this one. And that could hold, what is it, 300,000 tons? That's 1,000 trips back and forward. But yeah, let's say that we move that 300 meters away. So about here. Oh. That's no good. Now, is that going to affect the water quality? It probably will. That's for a second here. I kind of feel like there's something missing here. Okay, and then we would like to have... Now we're probably going to have them go up here. We're going to have to force them up here. So we're going to have to set a waypoint, I would imagine. And you know what? They're not going to be producing constantly, are they? No, they're not. Okay, so we kind of would like to have a... warehouse here. Maybe even turn it around a little bit. Then we would like to have a truck loading facility, which we could have here. Or out here. That's already getting a little bit expensive. And then we need to move in cement. Oh, that's right, cement. They did add in some cheap cement storages, didn't they? 11, 12 tons. They had... This is probably easier to build, so that again, okay, so that should be doable. Okay, so let's do concrete. So you're gonna need to have... that. Could also have done something like this. Then we have cement silo. So let's say I plop you down here. You in here. I think we'll use that one out here. Sure that we are. Nobody moving in there. Okay. So that means I'm gonna have cement coming in here, and yeah, this one here I think will. It's gonna be way too much traffic in here. We could theoretically also you down here. So that is everything we need for the asphalt, right? So we're gonna have a route going in here. cement. And that is going to be a constant route. I think we'll have a road just connecting straight across here into here. And we'll force the cement and bitumen and bitumen and gravel up here. Does that mean we also need to have another Does that mean we need to have another station here, like a fueling station? That probably is exactly what it means. Is that too much? But then again, it's not going to be operating 100% of the time, right? Just gonna check a couple of things here and there. The food is alright and we have enough coal. We are currently building the thing here also. We should have done. I feel like there is gonna be room for plenty of rail going here. I mean, we have like everything kind of going in this direction. So, yeah, it might be a heavy train situation going down here. Now the question is, do we want to have... So many questions. So many questions. And we do want to have a little bit of a queue line here. Yeah. And then the fun part is... Oh, nice. Gonna start dismantling other things. Like this guy here. And, you know, I don't know, we can put some stuff in here. But yeah, so that was the cement. We're also gonna need the asphalt. Oh, what? It's not too bad. Then we could just have the bitumen here. In... When I think about it, how much is the internal storage input? 20 tons. And how much is the storage here? 150 tons. Then we need liquid, so we need a small... Probably don't need more than 90, right? Kind of would like to make this as cheap as humanly possible. I should try to figure out if this road is straight or not. I'll just use it on the ground. Like that. And then we also need to have the gravel loading thing. Let's see if there is a way we can. There is a way we can get that in there. It's kind of... What if we place it on the back here? Would that have been an idea? No, because then we'll block off all the marks here. But I think we'll have this. Now this is a loader, right? Is there... So we'll place you kind of up a little bit like so. Then of course you lied to me. Okay. So then we also gonna need to have water, but I think we could just borrow a little bit of this water here. So if we just take a small little pipe directly from here would have been the best. Yeah, because my plan was actually to extend that way. That was my initial plan. Well, if we just do... something like that. You are going to need to have a pump here, though. here. Right, we're gonna have to now move some people from here over to here. Sure, and we're not gonna activate that until we are I have to type that in here. Yeah, problem is this button here, this minus button is kinda my mute button, so copy that. And we'll go in here, paste that in here, minus... What should we say? You know what, I think we'll just say 10 degrees. Yeah, if it's over 10 degrees, it won't work. Then we're also going to need a little bit of coal in here. So let's find that line here. Going to be unloading. I think we'll go in between here. And here we're going to offload. 20%. And that means probably we're going to need to put some more on the coal line here. And how are we? Still nobody moving in here. And it seems like we're also going to need more on here. I forgot to give you star signal. And for good measure, let's also throw in another one on the fabrics. Okay, so that means we're gonna need to move a couple of... Oh yeah, wait, give me a sec. Let's just finish what we were doing here. How much water did you need? Production, 30 cubic meters of water, so we could probably just use the tiniest one. Medium one, I guess. Right, and for the people who are complaining about my OCD, well, I'm sorry. I'll just move this back a little bit. Like so. Okay. That should do that trick. So we have water planned to be moved up here. Hopefully should be able to just maybe make a diagonal path up here and then have them go from here to here and here. And is that all we need? It's not all we need. We're also going to need an open storage for wares and a tiny little warehouse. And a little warehouse. Now, do we want to have a road connection? Sorry, road thing in between? It's probably going to be the 4-1, this one. So, see, get a little bit of money, and all of a sudden we are just planning all of this to disappear, basically, and an open hole. I think small one should do the trick. We could theoretically also use super tiny one. We're gonna use the super tiny one. Like so. And probably also would like to have a fire station up here. Definitely a fire station up here. One fire and we're gonna lose a lot of stuff. I think we'll just do... something like that. Okay, and then a fire station. Now, the good thing here is we can deliver everything by train. All of our industry can get train deliveries if we kind of do the right thing here. But yeah, we want to have a fire brigade here. Right, and they're also gonna need... They're not gonna need any... Gonna need any heat, right? Nope. They are gonna need drinking water and a sewage outlet. And they also gonna need waste. And let's make sure that we're using the right one. Can we... Let's put that down here. It's nice. Nice little area. And they need drinking water and... drinking water and sewage. I definitely think we're gonna need a split here. Gonna be too close. Yep. And you need to go all the way out here. Which probably means we should have had you facing downwards. Which means we can fix that one as well a little bit. Okay, so storage split facing downwards, so and like so. So that means we should have possibility. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to expand this way instead of that way. So that was the sewage taken care of. We're gonna need a substation. And where is the... We have one right here. That is freaking fantastic. But I think we'll... Let's see here. We're probably going to split this up once more. So we'll use a big water pump here. So, then you can go not in here for some weird reason. If you don't want to listen, then you go in here. This gonna cost more than 11,000? Yep, definitely. We are also gonna need to make a... I'm gonna get... Maybe we don't need to make a... Yeah, maybe we don't need to make a fueling station up here. But we are going to need to upgrade some of the roads. Especially in here. So, let's upgrade that. We're going to be upgrading that. And it's mainly so when we set up a route, we can send them up here, through here, and in here. So they don't have to go through the town. So basically a waypoint. So that one we can build, and that one we can build. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan. It's going to be glorious. So our main problem is that we have so much traffic going in here. that I'm kind of a little bit worried. Then we're also going to need to move all of these vehicles up here, which should not be a problem, right? And then, like we did here, we can deliver fuel here, so they don't actually need to go and get fuel when they're going to build. They don't need to go down here to get resources. Yeah, everything should be fine. We have a plan, folks. We have a plan. No people living in that house. Of course, steel prices are going up as we speak. I think so. But yeah, I wonder if that, my friend, is going to be it for today's episode. Let's speed up a little bit. Get a good thumbnail. We'll use that as a thumbnail. It's gonna be like a little "what the heck is that" kind of situation. So yeah, I think I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly smash that like button? There should be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the good stuff you can find underneath the video, and all interactions, they go far, helping us fight that pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care, and keep smiling.